Psalms chapter 19, verse 6, the King James Bible. One of my favorite verses to shut the mouths of people who mock and scoff at what we call flat earth. I want them to explain this verse to me and how it works with their idea of cosmology. Psalms 19:6. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. Clearly, this is talking about the sun in the sky. And if you look at the chapter 19, it's talking all about the sun, the moon, the stars. Now, the first thing that we notice is that it's the sun that is moving around the earth, not the other way around. Clearly. Second thing to notice is that it's doing circuits. What is a circuit? Here is the definition for the word circuit. A roughly circular line, route, or movement that starts and finishes at the same place. Hence the circle of the earth, Isaiah 40:22. So now we've established two things from this verse: that the sun is the one moving, and it's going in a circular pattern, which matches up with Isaiah 40:22, the circle of the earth, which matches up with a clock. The hands on the clock going around in a circle, right? The sun, the moon, and the stars. Now, the third thing has really got to be a doozy, because there is absolutely no explanation, if you want to take the Bible for what it says, to explain this next part away. And that is that Psalms 19:6 says that the sun is going from one end of the heaven to the other. Now, wait a second. If you believe that the sun is 96 million miles away in outer space, which is this vast thing, well, then outer space is heaven, right? Okay. So where are the ends of it? Well, according to what you believe, they are 12 billion light years away. So how does the sun go to the end of the heaven? It doesn't. Well, it does, but that's not heaven. That's all a lie. Job chapter 26, verse 10, the KJV. He hath compassed the waters with bounds until the day and night come to an end. So we have a reference to the waters, the oceans as we call them, being compassed with bounds. Well, look at the word compassed. The definition is go around something in a circular course, just like the sun in Psalms 19:6. Circle of the earth, Isaiah 40:22. Now, how is there something that is circling the waters with bounds? A bound is something that you can't cross. If we're on this ball, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But you know what does make sense is this: the Antarctic ice wall. The ice wall that looks almost perfectly carved out with laser precision that makes a big, huge circle around the waters. Now, they won't tell you exactly the correct way, but that's what I believe, is that this ice wall is what Job 26:10 is talking about. The waters are compassed or surrounded, circled by these ice walls or bounds. So here it is, Isaiah 40:22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle, there's that circular circle again, of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. Now, how in the world can you cover a ball like a tent? You can't. A tent has to have a flat bottom, a level bottom. There's no way that any of these verses that I've read to you make any sense with what we've been taught. Okay, the only thing that they've told us that is true is that there is a sun, there is a moon, and there are stars. But as far as the distance and how everything works, it's all a lie. they've inverted the truth. So the earth is level, and they say it's a ball. And none of that even makes sense in science, because we know that water doesn't sit perfectly or curve around any ball, especially one spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, flying through space at 500,000 miles an hour, and circling the sun at 66,000 miles per hour, which we just established that the sun actually is going around the earth. So none of it makes sense according to science, according to common sense, and according to the Bible. It's all a lie. It's all a lie, and there are still people out there who are fighting it, but fortunately, many are coming to the knowledge of the truth, and that's what God's will is, for all to come to the knowledge of the truth. But to do that, you have to admit that you are a fool. Do you see the circle running through the sphere? Now do you see it when I rotate it? See how it's so close to what you get when you type in biblical cosmology? The powers that be show you the truth in plain sight. Here is an airplane gyroscope to keep you level. However, this is the inside of the gyroscope. And do you see the wheels within the wheels? And then the flat plane in the middle. Just like the NASA logo, just like the logo when you type in biblical cosmology, just like the stars that I filmed. You see the wheels within the wheels. And then you have this machine that they build in the movie Contact. You have the wheels within the wheels, and then you're dropped through them, and it's almost like you travel to another dimension, and time is different.
This is a map that is downloaded in every autopilot computer on every airplane that has autopilot. This is the map that it uses. No information you have ever received has come from anywhere but NASA. NASA in Hebrew means to deceive. This is Antarctica.